everybody, it's me Sissy, and today I'm going to show you how to cook good old southern fried fish and hush puppies. I'm from the south and this is my kind of food right here. So, and this is all low carb, high fat, and best of all, it's delicious. So stay tuned and I'm going to show you how to make it. I had some camera problems, but now let's get back to here. I've got 2 tablespoons of bacon grease in here and 1 egg, and I salt and peppered it, probably about 1/4 of a teaspoon of each. It's up to you how salty you want it or how much pepper. I like pepper, so I put a little extra. So we got that good mixed up. Now we're going to add 1 scallion or spring onion chopped. This is where some of your carbs are going to come in. I think that's 1 total carb for this. I think there's 2 spring onions in a serving and 2 carbs, so that would be 1 carb for that, or slightly less, but we'll count it as 1. Okay, give that a mix, and then we're going to add, excuse me, my eyes watered. The onions are getting me. Okay, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of almond meal. That's the kind of rough chopped almonds, not the super fine. If you have the fine, you can use that, but this kind of gives it more of that cornmeal texture to it. So we're going to add 2 teaspoons. Don't make a mistake like I did the first time. I put 2 tablespoons and then try to figure out why you got dough balls. 2 teaspoons of almond meal. And then I've got 2 teaspoons of whey protein. Mix. Then I've got 2 teaspoons of oat fiber. Add that on. Give it a little. Okay, and you can also could add in some onion powder, or I think I'm going to add a little garlic powder. Just to give it a little more flavor to it. Okay. And then there's one more ingredient. It's totally optional. If you do add it, you will have a thicker batter and you'll get more of that corn dodger hush puppy shape. And that's going to be my xanthan gum. So I'm going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of that. Okay, we're going to give that all a good mix, and then we're going to get our frying pan ready, and we're going to fry up these hush puppies. What do y'all call them? We call them hush puppies. We call them corn dodgers. Some people in the South call them spoon bread. I just call them delicious. But let's get the pan ready, and we'll move over and drop these in some hot grease and cook them up. Okay, so we've got a pan full of some hot bacon grease, and I'm going to take a tablespoon measure and just drop this in by tablespoons. This would work good if you had a little cookie scoop to do it with, but we're going to just make do with this tablespoon. So, okay. If your batter does this and spreads out like that, then it's not quite thick enough, so I'm going to add a little more xanthan gum to it. You can still eat that, but it's just not going to be as pretty. Okay. So we're just going to take our little first test one here and flip it over, and it looks more like a hoe cake than a corn dodger, so the thicker your batter is, the more it'll have that nice rounded corn dodger shape. So I'm going to get a smaller measure and see if that helps. Usually do this with my cookie scoop, but I cannot find it at the moment. And you just want to grease your whatever you're using first so that it doesn't stick to the spoon. And we'll try this with a teaspoon measure. Okay, that's a little more of the right shape. So we're just going to drop these in. And you have to make sure your grease is hot too, so as soon as it hits the grease, it kind of forms that shape. Now, kind of looks like a pancake. Then you just want to flip them over, make sure they're all nice and brown. There you go. There's our low carb corn dodgers, hush puppies, fritters, spoon bread. This will go great with our fried fish. While I just took those out, the corn dodgers out, and let them cool off a minute, I realized that I left out a half a teaspoon of baking powder. I gave them a taste, and they still taste pretty good. Well, I think they would be even better with the addition of the baking powder, so don't leave that out. They're good. They're really good. This is a great substitute for a good fried corn dodger. I'm not going to say that it tastes exactly like one, but it's hitting a lot of the right notes, and it really will go good with the fish if I don't eat it all. Anyway, let's go on to the next step. Fish, I have 2 fillets. This is tilapia. I got tilapia because it was the most economical and best looking thing that was available at my store. You can use any kind of firm fish. Fresh caught brim would be great. Just any kind of fish you wanted to use would be fine. Some people object to tilapia. I like it. I checked the ingredients and it said tilapia fish fillets. Nothing added. Some people say something about some carbon monoxide or some stuff. I didn't see anything in there about it. This is not wild caught. It is farm raised. And it comes in these individual fillets. So I like them, and they haven't killed me, so I'm going to eat them. You have to choose for yourself, okay? But what we're going to do, I have rinsed these off and patted them dry, got off all the water. Now, I'm going to, wait just a second. Dot, get out that cabinet. No, bad girl. Puppy trying to get in the cabinet. So, we're going to take our fish fillets, and I've got some bacon grease in this little bowl, and we're just going to brush the fillets. You don't have to use bacon grease. It's a flavor thing for me. I like the flavor. You can use olive oil, you can use coconut oil, you know, whichever thing you like using. But basically, the oil is on here so that our breading, our faux breading, is going to stick. But I'm going to get those nice and coated with the bacon grease. Dry my hands off. Then we're going to just put a little salt and pepper on each side. Give it a little salt. And then I'm not going to put these in an egg wash or anything because frankly I don't like an egg dredge on my fish. To me, eggs and fish don't go together, but if you like it, if you don't have any problem with it, then it would make this crust stick better. But I've got about 3/4 of an ounce of ground up pork rinds. And I have found that the cheaper the pork rinds, like these are the 79-cent ones from Aldi's, the better for this. I don't like to eat these for a snack because I frankly don't like, they're soft to me or somehow, and when I'm eating pork rinds I want something crunchy, so I buy the $3 ones from Walmart. I can't remember the name brand right now, but anyway, we're just going to kind of pat this on here. You don't need a whole lot. So this should cover both sides of both of these fillets with some left over. If you don't have any left over, that's okay. Oh, I almost forgot the salt. You don't have to go too heavy on the salt because pork rinds are salty to start with. So some salt on there. And I just put my pork rinds in a food processor and grated them down. You can crush them up by hand depending on how fine you want the crumbs. And you don't have to coat it completely. You know, you just want a little texture on there, so when we pop it in the hot grease, it's going to kind of form a crispy exterior on our fish. Put that on there, flip that one over. Alright, I'm going to get this one breaded up, and then we're going to put them in the frying pan. And don't make a mess like I did. I got it all over the counter, but I'll wipe it up. Kind of press it in. Some of it is going to fall off, and now I have cooked this fish when I was out of pork rinds, and I simply salt and peppered it and pan fried it in a little oil, and it's delicious to me anyway, like that too. So, but anyway, let's get our pan on the eye and get this over to the stove and show you. We'll fry it up. Okay, we've got our cast iron skillet. You can do this in any kind of frying pan. I just happen to have it out because I'd fried the Hushpuppies earlier. So I've got it in here, and I just have the bottom coated with some bacon grease and waiting for it to get hot. I've got it on kind of like medium high. So we're just going to take our fillets and lay them in the pan. And you should hear that nice sizzle sound. And then just lay them down and don't touch them. Don't try to move them or anything. Just let them sizzle away. I would give them about 3 solid good minutes before I even peeked at the other side to see what color it was. You don't want to pull your crust off that we're working so hard to get. Okay, that's been 3 minutes, so we're going to flip it over. Look at that little crust. Flip this one over. We're going to let that side cook for about 3 minutes. Okay, that's been 3 minutes, so we're just going to flip it over. Oh yeah. Twist back up that back side, and then we'll be ready to plate our fish. I'm going to go eat all this, then I got some more videos to make. And another good, another good side for this is coleslaw. Just buy one of those bags of the already chopped up coleslaw mix. Check your carbs. Make sure you keep your serving small. Add a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of fresh onion, but remember it does have carbs. A little bit of bell pepper, which has carbs too, but you can put a little in there. Some mayonnaise, a little apple cider vinegar, salt and pepper, and you've got some great low-carb slaw to go with this fabulous fried fish. So I'm going to go eat this. I think y'all want to run to the store and buy some fish, cook them up, but best thing to remember is, Sissy can do it, you can do it too. Y'all have a great week. Okay, so we've got it all on our plate, and we're going to give it a try. We've got our fish, our Hushpuppies, and then I got a little no sugar added ketchup, and some of my semi-homemade substitute for tartar sauce. I'm not a real big fan of tartar sauce, so this is actually mayonnaise and Duke's mayonnaise and ranch dressing, the lowest carb ranch dressing I could find, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. So it's just kind of a tangy sauce. But anyway, let's give this fish a try. Oh, it's so nice and flaky. Crispy. So look at that. I'm going to try it without anything on it first. This is delicious. I can't tell any difference between this and fish dredged in cornmeal and fried. This is delicious. So let's take a little bit of this. Let's put a little bit of our sauce on here. That's good too. Now taste our little Hushpuppies. You can see inside, it's nice and flaky on the inside. It's got that kind of flavor of a hush puppy, so it's pretty good. I might need to work on that recipe a little bit to get some more onion flavor in it without so much getting onion carbs in it. I put a spring onion in it. Maybe if I had put just a white onion, that it had more onion flavor, but it still does have a little onion flavor and it tastes really good. This is good. Low carb fish fry. Who knew? And another good, another good side for this is coleslaw. Just buy one of those bags of the already chopped up coleslaw mix. Check your carbs. Make sure you keep your serving small. Add a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of fresh onion, but remember it does have carbs. A little bit of bell pepper, which has carbs too, but you can put a little in there. Some mayonnaise, a little apple cider vinegar, salt and pepper, and you've got some great low carb slaw to go with this fabulous fried fish. So I'm going to go eat this. I think y'all want to run to the store and buy some fish, cook them up, but best thing to remember is, since you can do it, you can do it too. Y'all have a great week. Pup, say hey. Say hey, dog, say hey. No, that's not Dog, that's Pokey. Hey, Pokey. There's Peanut, Dottie. Come over here and get his. There's Dottie and Dumpy. These are all my little monsters. You're gonna talk to me, Dottie. Come tell Mommy you love her. Come here, Dottie. Tell Mommy you love her. Come here. You gonna go over there and sit down? Let's all go sit. We all gonna go sit? No? Come on. You love Mama? Love Mama? Mama loves you.